Welcome back to a new episode in my series RedAux Reviews, where me and sometimes the kids create brief 5-minute only reviews of the games we've been playing. You'll be hearing us give our thoughts on new games and retro games, and you'll hear our pros and cons from different points of view, plus a quick spoiler-free summary. Today, me and my son Luke are reviewing Hollow Knight. First released in 2017, Hollow Knight is a tricky 2D platformer adventure game with a melancholy setting. The player plays as the character The Knight, a warrior of uncertain origins with no clear name or identity who's exploring the ruins of the Hollow Nest Kingdom. During the adventure, the player learns the story of the tragedy of the Hollow Nest, as well as the story of several NPC characters you encounter throughout the game. For a tricky platformer, this game is very poetic, with an underlying message of camaraderie and sacrifice. In the story, the knight wanders back to their homeland with no memory of events of the past. Throughout the game, you find both friends and foes in the quest before you as it unfolds, to seek and destroy the infection, thereby bringing peace to the ruined kingdom once again and the inhabitants who are left. Some of mine and my son's favorite characters from the story are also fan favorites. First, there's the map maker, Cornifer. He hums to you as you are looking for him to acquire more area maps. Quirrell, who's also on a quest to defeat the infection. And finally, fan favorite, the Hornet, who will be featured in the upcoming game Hollow Knight Silksong in 2022. With so many indie-developed platformers available right now to choose from, how does Hollow Knight stand out? Well, basically, Hollow Knight performs exceptionally in all key areas which I consider essential for tricky platformers. The game controls are precise, the story is engaging, the art and the music are simply beautiful, and overall the game experience strikes a good balance between challenging and rewarding. Hollow Knight combines precision platforming, exploration, and some light RPG elements. Players start out with the nail, your primary sword-like weapon, which is eventually leveled up several times throughout the game. Eventually, the player can also acquire some combat spells from completing quests, and these can also be leveled up during gameplay. Throughout the game, items can also be purchased and sold at shops. Some of the items for purchase include maps you may have missed, charms to give the knight different special abilities, some keys, and a few other things. There is no inventory limit in this game, but if you wish to sell some items for Geo, aka cash, in order to buy some new items, the selling feature in this game is very supportive. The only shop to sell you wares at is called Lem's Shop in the City of Tears. Lem looks to buy the Wanderer's Journals, the Hollow Nest Seals, King's Idols, and the Arcane Eggs. These gameplay elements provide customization options and open up multiple paths throughout the game, keeping the player engaged and wanting to come back to play more. I noticed watching my son play this, that this game held his interest a lot longer than just a pure platformer, as he would go back several times through various areas to complete his collection. Charms in particular are highly sought after, adding new game mechanics such as extended life meter, increased attack power, increased cash, and so on. Luke's favorite charm is the Dash Master. The Dash Master charm makes it so the knight runs faster and provides a quicker refill to the dash meter so you can dash more often. For someone who likes to play games zippy fast as possible, Luke equips the Dash Master and goes blasting around this game for fun. One of my gripes with games with large maps is how much time it takes to backtrack or to walk from area to area unless there's a fast travel mechanic. Fortunately, Hollow Knight successfully addresses this through the use of the STAG stations. STAG stations are strategically located throughout the map and cost a fee to unlock. In addition to being oddly adorable, this mechanic is essential to the gameplay. As someone who plays mostly retro games, this game control scheme requires more buttons than I'm used to, but it worked perfectly fine for my son, who loves more modern controls. Again, the controls feel instantaneous without any lag. They feel very precise, no slipperiness or janky movements you'd find in some other modern or retro platformers. The trickiest part for me was learning the timing of the movements. Although a little frustrating for me to figure out on my own, I found through watching my son the game controls were very easy for him to master, and he was able to build on his abilities to tackle the increasingly difficult levels.
Hollow Knight is awesome. This game is super bussin'. The game controls feel really good. I love the area layouts and the overall design of this game. One criticism that I have is that the Deep Nest area is gross. It's a maze. It's dog water. It's got too many spiders, which are disgusting. I don't like spiders. Just the whole vibe of it is just off, man. The best area in the game is the Ancient Basin or City Tiers. These areas of the game have a lot of things to do. You return to them more than once, and they just look great in general. There was so much to do in these areas, and they're huge. Unlike other modern platformers, Celeste, there was a lot more to do in this game than just jump on stuff and collect junk. I like how there are fun bosses to fight too. The best boss fights are the Sisters of Battle, aka Mantis Lords. Sisters of Battle is the Pantheon 5 version. I like these because they are very fast-paced, especially Sisters of Battle. And they are extremely fun for me because, well, yeah. The worst boss fights are No Eyes. No Eyes is horrendous. It is terrible. It teleports around the screen way too much, and it's super frustrating to attack, and it takes so long.
Thanks, Luke. If you find you like Hollow Knight and you want some additional challenges, you might consider trying your hand at the DLC packs. My son especially enjoys the Godhelm DLC and has spent many hours playing the Pantheons and enjoys the boss rushes very much. There's quite a fan following for this game, so some wonderful merch is available to purchase here and there on the internet, and I myself am looking forward to eventually acquiring the piano music collection, which lovingly transposes these songs from the game to the piano. Hollow Knight has the 2 thumbs up seal of approval from my son Luke. He still enjoys playing it and has recommended it to many of his friends. We've had a lot of fun streaming this one together too, and he's looking forward to playing the next installment in the Hollow Knight series when it is eventually released. Luke, any final thoughts?
Yeah, Mother, but you know overall, this game is way too easy. Let me know when there's a harder one. Goodbye.